Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for August 2024. This is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius Rising and Sagittarius Moon. And if you are new to my channel, I use Astrology, Tarot, and my guides to go a little bit deeper so you can feel like you are getting a personal reading. Now, August 2024, Sagittarius, get ready for some very different energies. We are shifting into a lot of new energies. There is a lot to unpack here. Now, you can see, well, everything, as if you are a subscriber, you know that the blue asterisk, the best aspects of the month, and everything underlined in green are the aspects I really want you to pay attention to this month. There are going to be a chock full of amazing aspects that will be dipped in gold. All right, dipped in gold. Sagittarian gold. But August in general will sometimes feel like a roller coaster, okay? And when we hit mid-month, you're going to feel like you are in a car with a student driver. This is a month where you may want to practice some patience. You see that Mercury goes retrograde from the get-go, all right? From the get-go, as soon as we hit the ground running. And, you know, honestly, it's going to feel like the ground walking, or walking in circles. And that's because there are 3 other planets retrograde. Now, I want you to take this time out because you are going to feel this slowdown to reassess. That's what Mercury retrograde is for. Sure, there are those travel mishaps or delays and communication as well, but with these retrogrades, as long as you mentally prepare, it makes it a lot easier. All right. I also actually made a Mercury retrograde video, what to avoid doing, how to prepare, etc., etc. Incidentally, last year when Mercury was in retrograde in Virgo last year as well. So I'll leave that at the end of this video, but just know this is definitely going to be a month where, like I said, you may want to practice your patience. And when I say that, what I mean is, like, imagine yourself living in a high rise, okay? Sagittarius, you live in the penthouse, you got the top 2 floors actually, and you get in your elevator and there's this adorable kid and there's this wonderfully adorable kid and you're like, that kid is really, really adorable, and that kid has pressed every single button in the elevator. So what are you going to do, Sagittarius? You're going to smile. You're going to give the biggest smile you've ever given, all right? And you're going to work with those energies. You're going to be grateful and have gratitude for the fact that you do own the top 2 floors of your building, that elevators do exist and you get to ride in one. So that's what this month really is going to feel like, especially when we hit mid-month. Like I said, there is going to be some stronger energies, which we'll talk about later. Not all the aspects are here, all right? These are just the main ones, all right? The main ones. But definitely know that with these retrograde, with the fact that Mercury will be retrograde in Virgo, a lot of y'all, Virgo rules your 10th house. So for the first 2 weeks, because you see Mercury will then retrograde in Leo, but for the first 2 weeks, you may be reassessing a lot of things about career. You may be thinking about your role, your profession, the company you're at. Those are big matters that do come up when Mercury's retrograde in the 10th house. Now, the other thing is people from the past have a tendency to come back during Mercury retrogrades. And I actually think I mentioned this in the Mercury retrograde video I made for you. During one Mercury retrograde, a former boss did email me out of the blue. I had not spoken to her in 5-6 years. She started this new team and I joined. I agree. I joined, okay, months later after the retrograde. But anyway, you see what I'm saying here. So this is, again, a time where just reassess things. And then a lot of other things may come up during this retrograde period. Now, when Mercury does retrograde in Leo mid-month, that's when exes, former relationships, those people can come back into your life. But anyway, we will talk about that later. That's the other thing. If you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, then I break it down week by week. Then I tell you every aspect that's happening this month that I want you to pay attention to. And boy, there are a lot. Now, last thing about Mercury retrograde that's really great about Mercury retrograde is you revisit projects that you were working on in the past. So if you were working on, let's say, a book or music or just anything that you got too busy, distracted maybe, now you're revisiting it, okay? Now, the other thing that is happening this month, new moon in Leo, this is really wonderful. It's happening on August 4th. the same day. It's a loaded day. You can see August 4th. So anyway, August 4th, new moon in Leo, 13 degrees, very goal oriented. This is one where it's really, really great. It's an excellent new moon. You know, you want to plant seeds. You want to set intentions during new moons. Jupiter and Mars will actually be sextiling the sun and the moon here. So really, really special. Leo does rule your ninth house. So what is that? It's spirituality. It's higher mind. It's wisdom. It's your philosophies, expansion. There's a lot of expansion here for you. All right. A lot of expansion here. Travel could be a really big thing for you. Maybe planning a long distance trip, being culturally immersed, foreign cultures, foreign lands, publishing and broadcasting as well. And so, sure, Mercury's retrograde. There are going to be other aspects happening, but there again, this new moon is amazing. So it didn't matter that these retrogrades are happening. This new moon is really special. Remember, Jupiter and Mars that will be sextiling the sun and the moon is in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. Plant them seeds. Venus, as you see, will be leaving Leo, moving into Virgo. So this is when you may start feeling a lot of focus and emphasis on career. This is your 10th house. Public recognition, fame, career, honors, achievements, leadership. This is, Venus is in its fall. And so this is very interesting because it's happening while Mercury's retrograde in Virgo for the first 2 weeks. Venus is everything that your heart desires. It's love, relationships, it's creativity, it's beauty, it's harmony, it's money as well. Virgo has an analytical lens. And so it's really, Virgo's making you ask, do I really want this? Why do I really want this? So really just kind of like being very detail oriented here. I have made the analogy that Venus and Virgo is like you are about to kiss somebody and that person says, wait, can you tilt your head a little to the left? Can you scoot your chair over? Actually, I've decided I want to take a selfie. Can you sit over this way? Because the sun's coming this way. Why don't we put this plant here? So that is Venus and Virgo. All right, just really, putting a lot of thought into things. That should just be like, love, 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 love. You're still getting the kiss, though. That's the great news. Now, on Wednesday, the August 7th, we have the sun sextiling Jupiter. This is absolutely amazing. Again, Jupiter being in Gemini, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. Honestly, you will probably break out the tambourine around this time. This is a very, very optimistic aspect. In fact, one of the best days because Mercury will be conjuncting Venus this same day, but your creativity could be, off the Richter scale this day. You could be expanding your horizons. This is good luck, good fortune, maybe even a lot of curiosity and trying new things in terms of new partnerships, new relationships. If you are, and this can be work, it can be love, or if you're in a relationship, trying something new in that relationship as well. It's just a very optimistic aspect. And you would know all about this because Jupiter is your ruling planet. Now, Mercury conjuncting Venus, absolutely amazing. Great time to socialize, great time to connect with people. It's just a very fun aspect. And yes, you could get great messages around this time, especially when it comes to career. And so it is a really, really great day. Wednesday, August 14th. Wow. Mark this in your calendar. Mars conjuncting Jupiter, both in Gemini, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So hello. Wow. The planet of action, drive, power, with the planet of luck, good fortune, expansion. This conjunction is so powerful. You may feel it for a week before, a week after. Definitely expect growth. Expect growth around this time, expansion. This is also passion. This is big boss energy. Things working in your favor, especially with action that you take. Remember, Mars wants you to take action. And again, partnerships and relationships is the name of the game here. It's all in your seventh house. So you may feel a lot happening around this time, a lot of activity around partnerships and relationships, especially if you are Sagittarius rising. Now, let's get down to business. Sagittarius. So here's the second half of the month. So you see the day after Mars conjuncting Jupiter, you've got Mars squaring Saturn. This is happening Thursday, August 16th, and this is when you may start feeling a little bit of that squeeze. Remember, we have 4 planets retrograde, including Mercury, so you're already feeling this slowdown. You're already spending time reassessing things. Now you have the 2 malefic planets getting together. Mwahahaing. All right, they're mwahahaing. Now, it's not here's the thing. Mars, sure, the planet of conflict. Jupiter, the planet of restriction. All right, so you may feel this. It's a strong aspect. You may feel it for the week. You may feel it, for the second half of the month. Just now, you could feel some restrictions with your passions. You may even feel conflicted with your passions. This is an aspect where you may feel some things that squeeze around your domestic sector. Remember, Saturn is in Pisces in your 4th house. So you've had a lot of family, parents, children, a significant other, home, real estate, all of that. Remember, the foundations of your life, your domestic sector, throughout the year, actually. And now you may feel just a little bit of a squeeze. Saturn wants discipline. Saturn is the taskmaster planet. And at this point, Saturn, you kind of have to just work with his rules, but Saturn is also karma. So Saturn does reward you. This is a time where you really just want to work with these energies, not being, with this type of aspect. You just want to, be mindful of being overly defensive, overly reactive, no palms to the face, no talk to the hand, none of that. Because this is where you may feel some authority figures are fishing for confrontations, okay? Just keep that in mind. With an aspect like this, okay, it can be parents as well, because remember, Saturn in your 4th house. So this is, Mars is in your 7th house, partnerships, relationships as well. So you could feel it in any of those areas of your life. But remember, you're just going to smile. You're going to grin and bear it. You're going to avoid their bear traps. Mars is definitely coming in hot. Just remember to continue pursuing your goals. Do not let anyone dictate your feelings or hinder your personal growth or your spiritual growth. All right. Remember, Saturn you're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze, but you are going to, I say this all the time. Life is not a Disney movie. We have challenges every day. This is just another challenge that you are going to overcome. You're going to vibrate at a high frequency. Now, over the weekend, August 17th, 18th, we've got Mercury squaring Uranus, Venus opposing Saturn, Venus squaring Jupiter. So you see that there is a cluster of these oppositions and squares happening mid-month, and that's why I'm just bringing a lot of attention to mid-month this week. You may feel that squeeze. Mercury squaring Uranus. Yes, there could be something. Mercury is the planet of communication, the messenger. So you could get some surprising news around this time. Likely that, this is 6th house activity, Uranus and Taurus in your 6th house. So something about, maybe work, maybe something about colleagues or the process of work, work in that kind of capacity, employees that you work with, maybe even a boss. There also could be something with health and fitness and wellness. That is part of the 6th house as well. Venus opposite Saturn, not a great day to start a relationship or make a long-lasting commitment with this type of aspect, okay? Saturn is really going to say, hey, do you really, really, really want this? If so, I'm going to give you 20 tests. I'm going to give you 20 tests. But even still, you just want to be mindful around this day in terms of starting something, okay? Just around this time. And then Venus squaring Jupiter. With Venus squaring Jupiter, it's just really saying not being overindulgent. Now, you see how active Saturn is, okay? And Saturn's going to continue to be a little bit active. Saturn, all about limitations, restrictions, the planet of hard knocks. But again, Saturn is karma. Saturn rewards you. Saturn is life lesson. So there is going to be some sort of lesson to take away from all these squares. And so just recognize what they are, all right? Saturn may be the fun police. Okay, you may be on the beach having a great time playing volleyball with your friends and listening to Indigo Girls, whatever it is, and Saturn comes around and says, hey, no volleyball, no Indigo Girls, no beach, get out the beach. You just kind of have to play with his rules, okay? Remember, just play with his rules for now. Give him a really big grin. Give him a really big grin and work with these energies because he will reward you. Now, continue to keep manifesting though, because remember, there's so many wonderful aspects happening this month at the same time too. And I want to remind you, you're already manifesting. I've mentioned this time after time. We are all made of energy. We all vibrate already. You are already manifesting. It is just a matter of not letting old patterns, beliefs, blockages get in your way. All right. So, Saturn. So just, show Saturn that you can pass this test. All right. Tell Saturn, hey, okay, squeeze me. Let's see how good you are. I got this. I got this. You can't stop me. Monday, August 19th, Sagittarius. We got the full moon in Aquarius. So this is the same day that Jupiter will now square Saturn, Jupiter being your ruling planet. So the sun will also square Saturn this day as well. I know it's not written here. Again, there's a lot of stuff we'll talk about later. Okay. So just expect a little bit of surprises around this time. This full moon is really potent. Full moons, remember, illuminate. They bring things to the surface and they also culminate. So there could be something here that you may have a little breakthrough from. There also could be something that just, maybe a little surprising with the sun squaring Uranus. Remember, Aquarius is the future. And so just continue to think about the future, and whatever happens around this time, really think about your future in terms of, okay, what do I have to shake free? Okay. Remember, full moons culminate. There's a turning point. There's a shift around this time. Think about what needs to go. And really think about that, okay? Really think about what needs to go. Not Pluto, but remember Aquarius rules. Well, Pluto isn't Aquarius, but remember Aquarius rules your third house. So there could be something here with communication. There could be something here with, maybe a conversation that you have, something with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. This is your third house, something with short distance travel. But remember, there is a buildup of Saturn squares at this point. So with this new moon, think back to February 9th when we had the corresponding, with this full moon, think back to February 9th with the corresponding new moon in Aquarius. That was incidentally, we had the sun square Uranus and the moon at that time. And Uranus is a ruler for Aquarius. So there really is something here that could be a little bit more potent. All right. So what around that time in the beginning of the year in February, what was something that may have started happening in your life where maybe you're just like, is this something that at this point has reached its expiration date? Is there something that, okay, well, let's move on from this. Just keep that in mind. Jupiter squaring Saturn. Jupiter, as you know, being your ruling planet, expands. Saturn, as I said, restricts. So be flexible here. Jupiter is very optimistic, just like you, Sagittarius. So keep your optimism high, even though Saturn wants discipline. Hey, you can still have fun. You can still have fun, but Saturn is definitely going to be testing your patience, like I said. And again, those life lessons. So this is where you reassessing things may really kick into high gear around this week. Just don't forget, you create your reality. Okay, you make your life meaningful by bringing the things into your life that you want, okay, to make it meaningful, and then letting the things go that don't need to be there. All right, so the other thing is challenges. With these challenging squares, remember what I said, challenges make you stronger. We have challenges every day. You grow from challenges. You become a stronger person in the end. Now, August 22nd, we officially move into Virgo season. So with all this Virgo energy, a lot of focus in August on career. And again, if you're not here for career, what are you exerting all your energy into that you want to be known for? That is the 10th house, and you will feel an emphasis here. Tuesday, August 27th, Venus trining Uranus. This is absolutely amazing. You're going to love this. There could be something surprising that you hear that's really great when it comes to love, when it comes to money, when it comes to work, something really, really, really special. I love this aspect for you, but definitely something with career, because your 6th house and 10th house overlap at this point. Or again, whatever you're really passionate about. Mercury, as you see, officially goes direct. So Mercury is no longer retrograde, and then not on the calendar, this whiteboard. Thursday, August 29th. I really want you to mark this in your calendar. We have Venus trining Pluto. This is going to be really special for y'all. This is first. It's this Venus trining Pluto. You'll definitely feel a few days before, a few days after. This is this is potent. This is really big, very auspicious, very powerful in terms of relationships, intimacy, love, but also money. And Venus moves into Libra at this point. So Venus is in its domicile in Libra. Venus rules Libra, but Libra rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So this is great. Venus trine Pluto is absolutely amazing. You see, we end August on this powerful, beautiful note. And I natally have Venus trine Pluto in my birth chart. So I can tell you it is very nice. It's very special. So let's get started, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you for August 2024 for August. Oh gosh, I just dropped half the cards. So that's what I get with sticky cards. Let's see what's going on for you for August 2024 for Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius moon. And if you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you're absolutely welcome to. So, Sagittarius, let's get started. All right, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Was it you in your last week's reading where, so my air conditioner goes in and out. And so I have to it's like 90 degrees. I have to deal with this humidity in New York City. And it's funny because the cards get sticky. And so that has been happening a lot. Sagittarius, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. All right. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. What? Okay, you're good. You're really good. This could be one of your, August is a pivotal month, but for you, looking at what's happening for you, again, career is definitely going to be a big thing, but this could also be a very memorable and unforgettable month for you. Wow. Let's get started. Whoa. Okay, so you got the Lovers. So everything that I just said in that overview is reflected here, okay? This is really, really big. You got the Lovers. Absolutely amazing. One thing that makes this crazy amazing for you is because this year with Jupiter in Gemini, and you've got Mars there too. Remember that. Mars adding a lot more fuel up until September 4th, but you have Jupiter in Gemini until next year, June 2025. But this year, that's your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, like I mentioned. Now, you just got the Lovers, partnerships and relationships. But what makes this even more special is that this card is attributed to Gemini. So talk about the synchronicity, like weird. This is huge. So yes, moving into this month, there could be some really nice partnership activity. Again, it can be love, it can be romance, it can be career. There is so much happening, but there is this sense of you feeling all this love as well. Super conscious energy. You even see Archangel Raphael, okay, the healer. He's the healer. He's the one that's gifting this love. You see the abundance of the sun now with him gifting this love to, let's call them Adam and Eve. They've got the choice. They get to decide what to do with this love. So you've got power. You've got power in partnerships and relationships, but there's something really intense here that's really absolutely nice for you. And yes, it is a card of choices as well, and everything in life is a choice. You've got that power to choose, but you are definitely going to feel the partnership energy, and wow, and it's going to be humongous. You got the 6 of Wands in the heart of your spread. So this is a card of, yes, public recognition. As I mentioned, you've got all this 10th house activity. Look, everyone cheering him on. This is victory. It's success. It's being recognized. This is, well, first of all, a monthly reading. Okay, so you've got this in the heart of your spread. This is rising above. This is ascending. This is being seen. This is being heard. This is accomplishments. You're definitely going to have that in that visibility this month, especially like I said earlier, you've got all this Virgo activity that rules your 10th house. this is really big. This is really special. Wands, your passions and even creativity could be a really big thing for you. Remember, there's so much activity this month that really, really fosters, the creative side of you. But this is just really, really special. Wands are career related as well. Enterprise, career, profession. This is huge. I can't even believe this. Okay, so let's keep. You got temperance and your challenge areas. So just connect. Just connect. Remember, when Venus squares Jupiter, that could be something that really stands out for you. Remember, Jupiter is your ruling planet. So remember what I said. Don't be overindulgent or try not to be overindulgent. You got temperance. Your card, by the way, temperance is attributed to Sagittarius in your challenge area. So really trust your intuition. Have that moderation. This is about moderation. Also self-restraint. So remember, this is going to be, you're going to feel slow down in August. So don't, get all, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Put on your cool sunglasses, go have a Pepsi by the Coke. You're going to be fine. Okay. Just know that everything is going to be exceptional for you. Exceptional. This is really nice. Now, you also have the Two of Pentacles in your crown. So yeah, there you go. You could be getting, offers. You could be deciding, okay, so what do I do now? This has come through, or I have this opportunity. There's also a sense of something coming together, okay? Something coming together, and it may not even be, some of y'all may have new jobs, new careers, promotions, whatnot. I mean, you see that all here. But then some of y'all may, maybe you have an agency or you have there's something where it seems like there's just balancing things out. Maybe you do get like 2 or 3 more clients, and now it's just, let me figure this out. Okay, remember that moderation and planning. This is a month of planning things as well. Okay, but with the Two of Pentacles here, it really does feel like more of, there's a lot going on. Let me balance things out. All right. And really focus on that balance with temperance in your challenge area as well. Really connect mind, body, spirit as well. But this is really great. You have the Ten of Pentacles as well. There's also something new, isn't energetically something new. And again, I'm not surprised with a month like this, but that is something coming through. So again, maybe a new client, project, something, assignment, something is there. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. Now remember, I said there's so much family energy that's happening for you, but there's also career stuff. You just got the Ten of Pentacles in the root of your spread. You see, it's raining pentacles. It's raining pentacles in the form of the Tree of Life. Now, why did I have my gasp moment when I saw your spread? Not only because of these that's happening here, but Virgo. This is a Virgo card. Hello. And so remember, I said Virgo rules your 10th house of career, public recognition, fame, honors, achievements. You already got that recognition. You rising above. But hello. Now you got the Ten of Pentacles. This is absolutely amazing. Look at all that abundance. This is the You Made It card. This is a card of success, prosperity, your physical world, material success, material possessions as well. You see how big the castle is. You see the harvest that's still here. Family too. You see the 3 generations of family. So this card is actually highly associated with inheritance as well. That could be something that you may feel this month with, especially when we get those Pluto aspects. This is really special. This is you. I mean, wow. I mean, you're good. You're absolutely good. And then you got the Hanged Man in your future. And so what I love about this is the Hanged Man is a card. Well, the Hanged Man comes right before the Death card, which is all about transformation. And so there is a sense of surrender, right? The sense of letting things go, leaving some things in the past because you're about to transform your life. And so you can see he's hanged himself upside down. No one put him here. He
he put himself here. You see the smile on his face, the halo around his head, a lot of enlightenment. He wants this transformation. He's ready. He's made these sacrifices. He's like, okay, I'm moving into this next spiritual stage of my life. Okay, this is going to be really big. Now, the Hanged Man is attributed to Neptune. Neptune happens to be in Pisces with Saturn, by the way, in your 4th house. So again, that family energy, there could be something there, and that may be changing for y'all too, in terms of home, family, parents, children, real estate. Like I said, like home, you may be thinking about having some shifts in that area of your life. But this is kind of a big deal. This is kind of a really big spread. But you maybe also be thinking about, just remember that balance, especially with the Two of Pentacles. Because the Two of Pentacles is so imbalanced, the Pentacles are off a little bit, the waves are off, but there is a sense of, like I said, some things are coming together, some things are coming through, and it's a matter of just adjusting to them. Okay, adjusting to them as you continue this journey. Let's get to your stuff, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, this is kind of major. All right, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, all that fun algorithm stuff. Leave some comments, tell me what's going on, Sagittarius. And actually, I love reading your comments, and I know a lot of y'all ask questions. I answer a lot of them in the live streams I do, and I'm going to do more of that too. Anyway, let's get going. Oh my goodness, okay, so you're good. You're absolutely good. There's a lot happening for you here. Let's get started. You got the 7 of Swords. So there is going to be a sense of this month with the 7 of Swords. Just be honest with yourself, okay? There may be a point where when we have these retrogrades, when we hit mid-month, you may feel that squeeze, and there may be a sense of, all right, I'm going to take a little bit of a shortcut. Just be honest with yourself. When you're honest with yourself, you're being your authentic self. And it seems like there may be some things that there may be some conversations you may just want to avoid. You want to have those conversations. You want to be able to communicate. Okay. The other thing is there may be a sense, the 7 of Swords first of all, the 7 of Swords is attributed to Moon in Aquarius. We have that full moon in Aquarius. So pay attention to that energy, or the energies around the full moon in Aquarius. Remember, Aquarius does rule your 3rd house of communication and logic, thinking. That's what the swords are anyway. So yeah, definitely be honest with yourself about anything that you have to face, and go with your intuition. If you feel that, someone else may be a little sneaky, and that's what this card is. All right. So there may be a sense of, again, remember, you have a lot of career stuff. So if there is someone that may be not very trustful, just go with your intuition. All right. Go with your intuition, and don't be afraid to have these conversations diplomatically, of course. Now, you also have the 7 of Cups here in your external factors area. So some of y'all this month may really, really want to spend some time focusing on the things that you really want to manifest, really cutting through any fog, as you can see here, little smoke and mirrors. You see 7 cups. They're all very different. You got to know what you want. And it doesn't mean you can't have all cups. You can take it one step at a time. Really, really manifest the thing that you feel deep down in your bones, and everything's going to be fine. But yes, there could be a little bit of which way do I go type of energy. Now, you also have the Ace of Swords, so trust your intuition. Now, Ace of Swords, so there is that breakthrough with the Ace of Swords. This is victory with the Ace of Swords. Y'all are seeking it. Some of y'all are seeking some, it seems like important conversations, again, is coming up for y'all. Communicate this month. Remember that I said that. Communicate open those lines of communication. Now, the other thing is there may be some agreements that you're looking forward to, maybe something that you want to sign. There could be some sort of, again, important conversation that you may want to have. But Ace of Swords is having this mental breakthrough as well. So there could be, again, that sense of breaking free from those things that are holding you back. Remember, you've got the Hanged Man in your future. So anything that's not serving your purpose anymore. And then lastly, a Judgment as well. So you got these two really strong spiritual cards here with the Hanged Man and Judgment. Judgment is absolutely amazing. It's the card right before the World, right? The end of the major arcana. So Judgment, you see, you got another archangel here. You got Archangel Raphael, you got Archangel Gabriel. And so Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet. So this is hearing the blow of the trumpet. This is having that spiritual awakening, that aha moment, that wake up call within you, and knowing what you want, knowing who you are, seeking to have this meaningful life experience that you've set out for yourself. So this, again, very, very special. In your final outcome, there's definitely going to be some sort of wake up call that you have this month. And I want you to have it. And again, a lot of it's going to have to do with communication that energetically I feel strongly. So keep those lines of communication open. Now, let's break it down week by week, Sagittarius. First week of August, we've got the new moon in Leo on August 4th. Again, plant them seeds. It's a stimulating new moon. I really love this new moon. Venus in Virgo, Mercury going retrograde. With Mercury retrograde, by the way, in Virgo, there could be focus, yes, on career, in public recognition, fame, everything that I mentioned earlier. But Virgo rules health matters, work, daily routines as well. So there could be some focus there as well. Now, Sun in Leo, sextile Jupiter. Again, this is August 7th, one of the best days of the month because Mercury will conjunct Venus. So you see that is a wonderful day. You can definitely feel a lot of growth around this time. Oh, it's such a harmonious aspect, both of them. And again, you could get great messages. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of August. Oh, you got the Knight of Swords. So yes, communicate. You have the Knight of Swords here. This is someone who is putting words into action, putting words into action, action into words, all of that. Vice versa, it didn't matter. It's a Knight of Swords. He's fearless. He's going into the storm. This is someone who's bold, courageous. Really, where it matters is the fact that it's the Knight of Swords. So swords, again, the mental suit, logic, thinking, communication, processing things. But you see the fire under his feet. So it seems like you're going to hit the ground running. Like you want to have these conversations. Again, another card referencing, just keep your communications open. There's definitely going to be something. Knight of Swords is Gemini, by the way. And so there could be something here with partnerships and relationships where, wow, you are ready to get going. So let's see. In terms of having conversations, in terms of signing things as well, or agreeing to something, or just having an important conversation that, maybe in the beginning stage of something. Anyway, the week 2. Now we're in week 2. August 14th, Mars conjuncting Jupiter. As you know, this is such a wonderful day. One of the best days. Again, it's in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. You may feel it week before, week after. It's all about success here. This is having the drive and courage for achieving things, making new goals, having breakthroughs in your goals, feeling expansion with your passions. Mark this in your calendar. And again, we will go deeper into this in your weekly forecast. Mercury now moves into Leo retrograde. I mentioned that earlier. Mars squares Saturn. Remember the two malefic planets. Keep your frequencies high. Remember that Saturn there's going to be a lesson learned with Saturn. It may have to do something with your domestic sector, especially if you are Sagittarius rising, but every Sagittarius will feel this. Mercury squaring Uranus. On the 18th, the Sun will conjunct Mercury. This is something I didn't talk about earlier. We have a Mercury Kazemi. This is wonderful. This is absolutely amazing. So there's that refresh, that clarity. If you feel that there's been something missing, that's when you're like, I see it. And you have a lot of those here, just really cutting through that fog. If you feel like there's, so much happening with, in your headspace, it's like, light bulb goes off. So really, 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 really wonderful aspect. Venus opposite Saturn and then Venus square Jupiter. So you see that there is a lot happening in the second week of August, which we will break down more in your weekly forecast. So let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, for the second week of August. Oh, you got the devil. All right. So the devil is coming up because there is something that you've got to let go. There's something that you have to let go. It may have to do with partnerships and relationships. And it doesn't mean that you have to end something. You spend time thinking about what may not be serving you well. And it could even be the way that you're thinking. You see, it's coming right after the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords can be a little bit impulsive, but the fact that the devil's coming after the Knight of Swords. The devil is also pessimistic thinking. That's why. All right. So there is, it could be also working on your shadow side. This is just asking yourself, what is something energetically when it comes to partnerships and relationships that will boost my self-confidence, my sense of self-worth, something that I might have to really pay attention to, something, again, that does not serve me well. I'm going to show you something here. You see the devil's card 15, 1, 5 equals 6, referencing the Lovers. You see the two people from the Lovers card. So the devil is just as much about choices as the Lovers card. You have the choice to break free from these chains. So take that time really, really confronting what it may be, okay? What it may be that's just taking up a lot of headspace or really zapping your energy. Remember, confront your truths, all right? And the devil also represents vices, addictions, bad behavior. So whatever resonates with you. Now, it's the third week of, and of course, it's the second week where things, you feel those tests. So third week, we have the full moon in Aquarius, Jupiter squaring Saturn, all right? We also have, we've talked about this. Just remember, Aquarius not only rules the future, Aquarius is radical energy, it's revolutionary, it's rebellious energy. So against that sense of freedom. So remember, that's funny that the devil does come up right before that. So there is, remember that full moon, you may feel days before, days after. And with Jupiter squaring Saturn, just you may be asking big questions around this time. The role that you play in your family, in your squad, in your community, in on a global scale, in the collective. So really, really take that time reassessing things with all these retrogrades. Sun moves into Virgo Thursday, August 22nd. So yeah, this is where you have all this Virgo energy. So career stuff, again, remember we mentioned that. And it's also Sun in Virgo, very grounded energy. Now, Venus will square Mars that same day. We love it when Venus and Mars, when they get along, all right? Now, this is a square, so just, have that sense of compromise in this area of your life. Venus is love and relationships. Mars is in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Now, on the 23rd, Mercury will sextile Mars. This is absolutely amazing. One of the best aspects of the month. This is just passion. This is passion, feeling that drive with passion, especially of the mind. A lot of negotiations, communications really highlighted around this time as well. So let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, for the third week of August. Oh, there you go. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting here. Yeah, money's going to be a big thing. And you see that here with, we have careers to make money. So you already have a lot of career stuff happening. But remember, with the Pentacles, you got money on your mind. You got the Ten of Pentacles in the root of your spread. You're feeling that wealth in your physical realm. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, what's really interesting is that the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Queen of Pentacles, all three of these are Capricorn cards. And Capricorn does rule your 2nd house of salary, income, finances. So there really could be something with money here, but the Queen of Pentacles is great. Queen of Pentacles, she's the richest queen. And there is a sense of something new. There's this sense of fertility, growth that comes with the Queen of Pentacles, taking care of her people. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is. She has this maternal side to her because she is the richest queen. She has resources to take care of everyone within her orbit and also build the world that she wants to live in. Now, last week of Tuesday, August 27th. Yes, Venus trining Uranus. This is absolutely amazing. Breakthroughs and money and love, as well as, Uranus is in your sixth house. So work is definitely something here. You could have something surprising, really nice. It's a trine. It's auspicious. Mercury goes direct. And then Thursday, August 29th, Venus moves into Libra. This is absolutely amazing. Venus in Libra, as I said, your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. You're going to feel this energy more in September. It's the end of the month. And also Venus trining Pluto. This is love. This is power. This is having that power of love. This is having deep feelings in love, in relationships, and it can be platonic as well. This is also a time where you may feel a lot of money energy around this time, but just remember communication could be really big around this time as well. So let's especially with Mercury having gone direct. So let's see what's going on for you. Wow, let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, for the last week of August. Oh, you got the moon. Okay, so the moon is in tarot, by the way. The moon is attributed to Pisces. So remember Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, and they're both retrograde, so reassessing things. But that is your fourth house of home and family, like I mentioned. So there could be something here where you just really need to trust your intuition, really pay attention to your intuition, okay? Tap into your emotional side as well. There could be you could be going through this emotional evolution around this time. There may be some things that come up where you may be really focusing on a lot of things, but you see that you have a lot of changes happening for you. And so it just could be like by the end of the month, it's just, okay, let me really, really take some time, but to think about my path moving forward. But while you do that, really connect with your intuition, okay? And that's what the moon is. But I'm going to show you something. You see the hermit's face in the moon as well. So doing that introspection, that soul searching, being in touch with your higher mind as well. You see the sun behind the moon. So you work with that moon energy. You'll be fine. I'll even clarify that. You have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So you see that you're great. You really, a lot of it really has to do a really strong energy. Communication is going to be really big, but also trusting your intuition and being your authentic self. That Seven of Swords is really strong. You also have the Six of Swords. Remember, you work with those energies, you move forward. Six of Swords is moving forward. It's this transition. You can see them moving into crystal clear waters, no undulation here, leaving the turbulent water right there in the corner. A lot of protection in this card, but also just your mind set, your headspace moving into this better headspace. And then boom, you got the Ten of Cups. This is happy everything. This is happy everything. All right. So interestingly, Pisces card too. So you've got Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces. Very interesting here. So there could be something with travel, by the way, because that hits your third and ninth house. There could be something with travel involved, communication, as well as with these two Pisces card. Again, that home energy. Look at that. You see the happy couple. You see the happy family, the happy children. So again, there's that home energy, but this is happy everything. This is a lot of enlightenment, and it's cups. So emotional joy and fulfillment. And this is really special that you've got a great spread, Sagittarius. This is definitely going to be a really big month for you. I would even say, like I said, unforgettable, just with all the, alignments that are happening astrologically. Just know what you want and be honest with yourself. That is the biggest thing, and have that patience. Okay. Let those things go. But you're having this big spiritual awakening too. But wow, you are definitely going to be recognized and you're going to be feeling shifts. Anyway, okay, Sagittarius, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Next week, we'll go deeper into these aspects. Okay, thanks so much, Sagittarius. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.